are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, over the last couple of years, I've been buying CDs to listen to in the car, and I've been buying a few CDs that my dad bought me when I was a kid that I loved. Without fail, my fucking son loves the same fucking songs as me. And I don't tell him, well, sometimes I tell him, but usually I just play through a few fucking songs and then he's like, all right, can you play this song again? Like with Cat Stevens, it was Wild World and Father and Son and that. And then we listen to the whole fucking CD and you get fucking new songs that you never liked before. Like Lady Dappenville or Dappenville by Cat Stevens is so fucking good, and Sad Lisa, so fucking good. So yesterday I went down and I'm like, we need new CDs because we've absolutely fucking thrashed every single fucking CD we've got. So I need to fucking replenish. And I went down there to buy, I don't know, some Rolling Stones. I haven't got them into Rolling Stones yet, but I picked up a couple of Bob Dylan's. I got LA Woman, The Doors, and Joe Cocker. I'm like, my dad bought me the Essential Joe Cocker when I was a kid, and I fucking loved it. So my son likes Bob Dylan. I played The Doors for him, and he liked it, but he wasn't that impressed. I put on Joe Cocker, and it was just like lightning for him. And I fucking forgot about Joe Cocker. I completely forgot. So I played a bunch of songs for him. And after I'd played those few songs, he's like, can you put number 15 back on? And number 15 was Delta Lady. And I tell you what, if you're in 1969, actually, fuck that. If you're in 2024, if you're in any time from now to the end of history on the dance floor with a girl and Delta Lady by Joe Cocker comes on and you can't get fucking laid, there's something fucking wrong with you, because Joe Cocker's done all the fucking work for you. That's a gift. That was a gift he's given everyone. If you can't work with Delta fucking Lady, you are handicapped. Me oh my Delta Lady. I should not be fucking trying to emulate Joe Cocker. That's an insult. And fucking, so I put it back on, obviously. And that was one of my favorites when I was a fucking kid. And then he's like, after 15, can you put on song 17? Song 17 was The Letter. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take the first train. Lonely days. I'm not going to do that anymore. But he fucking knew. Like, it's easy to fucking know. And so we're cranking Joe Cocker. And something happens when you listen to Joe Cocker fucking loud. Something otherworldly starts fucking happening. Because he taps into something. Like, you listen to those two songs fucking loud and nothing needs to be said. And then with a little help from my friends came on and I started tearing up. And that's not the first time I've started tearing up to Joe Cocker. I'm just like, fucking, what is going on? And the thing is, it's hard to it's hard to fucking realize why he's so great, because none of his songs are his. He doesn't play any instruments. He is the instrument. There's nothing like it in all of fucking music. He taps into something. He's the closest, I think, anyone has ever got to the divine. Like, he's a conduit. It's like the divine passes through him. It's fucking incredible. So I came home and just started watching Joe Cocker, and there's absolutely fucking nothing like it. You watch A Little Help from My Friends at Woodstock, Joe Cocker. You don't need any explanation. You don't need fucking anyone to tell you why this is great. You just watch it and it's fucking mesmerizing. It's just like a guy giving every single fiber of his being to the audience. And when you give that much, when you give every fiber of your being, there is something divine in that. And everyone can see it and everyone can fucking hear it. And it's magic. No one has ever come closer than Joe Cocker. You know, when you have those fucking lists, who would you have liked to have seen? Jimi Hendrix, fucking Elvis, Bob Dylan. I don't even think it's a competition. Joe Cocker in his prime in 1969, there's never been anything like that. Like, most people have seen that Woodstock performance and it's absolutely fucking, it's just magic. I remember in my 20s, me and my mate Morgan and my other friend Rhiannon, we got fucked up and I had the Woodstock DVD and we put it on and we just rewatched Joe Cocker performing Little Help from My Friends. Just must have been 30 times. None of us talking, none of us anything, just absolutely fucking mesmerized. Like a spiritual fucking experience. And it didn't get, it was more than that. It was 50 fucking times full blast. It could be the greatest performance any performer's ever had ever in the history of performance. I was on the couch this morning just watching it and tears rolling down my eyes, just going, he did it. That's untouchable. Sober fucking tears just from watching a man give his absolute all, his body, soul, his spirit. It's so beautiful. You can't perform at that level for a long time though. You're so close to the fucking divine there that if you continue at that level, you're just going to get burnt like a crisp. It's too hot because he is a conduit. The energy and the power that it fucking takes just burns you. And he ended up being a mad dog. That's I heard people talking about fucking Taylor Swift being the greatest live show ever. I'm like, yeah, you can take your fucking bells and whistles and your fucking cartwheels. Give me a mad dog fucking Englishman on stage in front of a fucking microphone and a microphone stand, moving like he's been electrocuted, but just giving every single fiber of his being to it. People don't need to be told why that's great. You just watch it. Everyone understands. And I've been watching Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Watch Delta Lady, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. It could be even better than With a Little Help from My Friend at Woodstock. It is so fucking amazing. He comes back twice. The band starts playing and he's it's like he's possessed. It's fucking incredible. And another fucking incredible thing about that, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, that Delta Lady song that he's singing was written by Leon Russell. And Leon Russell is the fucking guitarist in Mad Dogs and Englishmen. And another fucking cool thing is Leon Russell wrote that song about his girlfriend at the time, or past girlfriend, Rita Coolidge, who was eventually married to Chris Christopherson. So Rita Coolidge is Delta Lady, and she's also singing backup in Delta Lady on Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Just watch it. So we're driving home from my dad's last night, and I'm playing these Joe Cocker songs, and my daughter's asleep. My son and I are listening to them, and I've got them cranked, just full blast. And there's just some parts in Delta Lady and the letter, and A Little Help from My Friends. There's some parts to it that, you stop singing and you become engulfed. And I was driving along, and it was like I was taken to a different world, but I got this fucking overwhelming feeling of I don't know, just this weird, joyful, love feeling. And I was like, wow, that was a moment. That's a special moment. I don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, I get home and we walk into the living room and I'm getting my daughter changed, and my son just comes up to me and gives me a big hug and he starts crying. And I'm like, what, mate? What's going on? What's wrong? And he couldn't really like speak or say anything. He was like crying. And I gave him a big hug back. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? And he's just like, through his like tears, he's like, I'm just so happy you're here, and gave me a big hug and cried more. And he's like, I'm just happy. I'm like, fucking, he got hit by Joe Cocker. That's what the music did. It was fucking incredible. It is incredible. Do yourself a favor and be fucking kissed by a little bit of the divine. Anyway, that's enough hyperbole from me. That'll do for today, and I'll see you the fuck later.